Hey guys, you've got Erica Verdi here, and I'm going to do just a quick little tutorial on why there is so much pain in our industry. So, a little bit about me. Again, like I said, my name is Erica Verdi, and when I got into this industry, I started in network marketing, which is an amazing, amazing industry. However, I quickly learned that I did not know what I was doing, and I ended up, um, really kind of harassing my friends and family and colleagues and random strangers and things like that. So if you've been there, I totally understand. But what happened was I've been shown a different strategy on how to promote myself, how to promote whatever it is that I'm working on, which doesn't have anything to do with harassing people or making lists or getting rejected or anything like that. So I'm going to do a quick little tutorial for you on how to overcome some of those issues, and then also how to be able to move your business into a sustainable, profit-making relationship business that it actually is. So thank you so much for tuning in today, and be sure to grab a pen and paper because some of this stuff is probably going to be new, or maybe the way that I explain it will be a little bit different for you. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Go over here to here we go. So hopefully you can see. Oh yeah, my slideshow. So I don't know about you, but when I was introduced to my network marketing company, the products that we had, oh goodness gracious, sorry about that, guys. Um, the products that we had were, um, they could be used by anybody, but so my, sorry, I was just trying to message back that person that was calling me. Um, 1 second so that they don't call the other number. Okay. Hang on, I should have just turned my phone off, but anyway, I'm just going to keep going. If they call the other line, they do. Anyway, so what they told me when I was doing network marketing was, basically if the person has, skin, hair, eats, then they're a good fit. Or another way is, if they can fog a mirror, they're your target. And that is simply not true for a majority of everything that's being sold. And so you see this graph here where you're told, okay, this whole North American population or the whole Australian population or the whole European population or wherever you are, you're told that, or target the 5 main tier countries or whatever. And so you end up spinning your wheels trying to talk to people who are not interested in not only the products, but they're not going to leave their 9 to 5 or corporate job or whatever to even entertain your idea, because the big section here, these are the people who are they're working. They're not entrepreneurs. They're working, and they're simply not interested in this alternative way of working, this alternative way. And so even though it makes perfect sense to you, make money while you sleep or be able to leverage your time or whatever the different reasons, you're going to hit a brick wall because the majority of the people of the population are not sold on this model. And so you are really wasting your time focusing on these people to bring in. And then if you look at the two other sections, you've got the personal development industry. Okay, that's the green section there. These are people, whether or not they're in corporate or not, but they're people who are dedicated to seminars, to books, to reading, to learning, and they are sold on personal development. Then of the personal development section, you've got a tiny little sliver that's the home-based business industry. Now, this group here is actually your target market, because they're already sold on the business model. They already understand it. They see a value in it. They're doing it themselves. And so the first thing you need to do is to redirect your mind that you should be targeting to everybody. You should only be targeting to this home-based business industry. And the interesting thing about that is that of the home-based business industry, there's a huge, huge failure rate. Okay. Now, what is the reason for this? Well, the reason is because this is a relationship model industry. This is relationship models, whether you're in network marketing, direct sales, MLM, online sales, affiliate marketing. It's a different way of doing business. This is not the used car salesman, can I help you, sir? Can I help you, ma'am? Type of way. With what we're doing, you have to build relationships first. And most people are just taught, go for no. And I don't know about you, but if someone's trying to build a relationship with me and they're going for no, that relationship is probably not going to go very far because they are primarily focused on a sale rather than what's happening in the relationship. And so I just want to go to this next slide really quick. Well, real quick, this 97% of the home-based businesses that are failing, if you can provide them with value, if you can provide them with something that across the board, no matter what company they're in, offers them solution to their problems. What are the main problems? Well, people don't want to harass their friends and family. That's like the worst thing when you hear that that's how you're going to have to market your business, because you're just getting rejected all the time from, the people that you love and care about, because they're not part of that small sliver of the previous slide. So you're getting rejected. People don't want to do it. Even if you are able to get a few people, once you run out of your warm market, you're not taught properly how to generate leads. And so then what do you got to do? You got to go out and you got to cold call, or you got to go hit the malls, or pay for traffic or whatever. And that's really uncomfortable to be able to do that, especially if you don't have a strategy working for you to be able to do that. And then in the event that you get some leads, you're not properly trained how to close an upsell. A lot of places will say, well, you just bring us the leads and we'll take care of it. Well, that's not a sustainable business model, because you need to be able to do so that you can train your people how to do it, because you're not going to be getting that team duplication if you're not able to do it. And even if you are duplicating, it's not going to go down very deep, because nobody's going to be able to have those results. And you really want to be where people are coming to you rather than you coming to them. And this next slide, I'm going to explain a little bit about that. So, relationship selling is so different from conventional selling, because what we are doing is very casual. Okay, your goal is to build the relationship. Your goal is not to pitch and sell. It's not to hard close them. It's not to make a sale, because the first time you ever even talk to anybody, only 2% are going to buy from you or join your company. Only 2% on the first exposure. And so, this is really powerful, guys, because if you know this going in, then you can just kind of take it down a notch. You're not just trying to tell them all the things about your company and how great it is, and the comp plan and the management team and the ingredients and the blah, 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 whatever, because only 2% of people out of all the people you talk to are going to join on the very first exposure. And that, the second time you talk to them, that number only goes from 2% to 3%. And even on the third exposure, you've talked to the same person 3 times, only 5% of those people that you talk to 3 times are going to join or buy. So think about that. How many times have you talked to a person 3 different times? Okay, now set your expectations that only 5% on average are going to join or buy. You go to the 4th exposure or connection, and 10% are now, it's doubled from 5 to 10%. But it's not until you get from the 5th, this should say 5th to the 12th. From the 5th to the 12th connection or exposure, that is when the magic starts to happen. That's when 80% of people, okay, are either going to buy your product or join your deal. Why is that? Well, if you've talked to somebody between 5 and 12 times and you're not focused on selling them, you're focused on them as a person, you're building a relationship, then you've got trust. Then you know their pain. Then you know what's going on in their life, and you're able to solve a problem, provide a solution, network them into some resolve from whatever they're going through, if they're going through anything at all. They might not be. They might be totally hunky-dory with what they're doing right now, and they might not even need your products or your services or your opportunity. But you won't know that if you only have one encounter with them, or two or three. You need to get that relationship going. So, I wanted to reach out to you guys. I wanted to give you this information. This slide is really important, and just take it down a notch. Be in this for the long haul. All right, work on relationships versus sales. It's totally different when you do that. Okay, so I just wanted to follow up with this little slide right here. That's me, Erica Verdi. I've got a group on Facebook called Awaken to Profits. You're welcome to come and join us. You can reach out to me anytime on Skype or on Messenger. Friend me on Facebook. You can check out this we've got a little recorded webinar here where you can learn a little bit more about these strategies and how they've changed a lot of people's lives within our team. It's 1K per day fb.com/webinar with a capital W. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing. And, oh, I got to get back to the screen. Where are you guys? Okay, there you are. So thank you so much for hopping on. And I just wanted to give you a little bit of help with whatever you're working on. These strategies can be applied to any business, and you can start to use them right now to save yourself some heartache and some pain. So thank you so much for tuning in today, and I look forward to hearing from you. Feel free to reach out to me on Facebook. I am always available to talk. So take care, guys.